I am Grandmaster Susie Jong, and we are going to teach some Taekwondo today. To my right is Master Christopher Jong, and to my left is Master Alexa Hodge. We look forward to this class. We're going to learn some basics. Let's go.
Starting with jumping jacks. Stay with Mr. Chris. Ready? Hana! Do! Set! Net! Dasit! Yasit! Ilga! Yero! Aho! Yo!
Yasit! Yasit! Yo! Yero! Yero! Aho! Yo! Hana! Do! Set! Hana! Do! Set!
We're going to be learning the front kick. It's the most basic kick in Taekwondo. It's the first kick we always learn, because if you leave us prior to getting your black belt, we want to be sure you have at least one line of self-defense. Front kick is a great way of self-defense, a great line of self-defense against an oncoming attacker, because it pushes them away from you, it keeps distance between the two of you, and you can do some serious injury with it. It's easy to throw, it's hard to get wrong. You want to pick up your foot and you want to actually push with the kick. You do not want to kick like this, or a soccer kick, or a kickball kick like that on the playground. You actually want to pick up your foot and kick. Does everybody understand?
Yes,
ma'am. Left foot forward, up, up. Your front kick. Follow me, count. Hana,
Hana! Hana!
hana. Do,
Do!
set,
Set!
net,
Net!
Hasen,
Yasit!
yasin,
Yasit!
ilga,
Ilga!
yaro,
Yero!
tora. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am!
Again, hana,
Hana!
do,
Do!
set,
Set!
net,
Net!
hasen,
Yasit!
yasin,
Yasit!
ilga,
Ilga!
yaro,
Yero!
aho,
Aho!
yo.
Yo!
Ready? Begin.
2 feet, and then bend your knees, keep your back straight. It looks like you're riding a horse. It's very symmetrical for doing our techniques. So everybody, chutsum-sugi, hup. We're going to raise our right hand, punch with our left, hup. And you're going straight for the solar plexus. Notice your fist, you're going to have a straight wrist. You're going to be striking with the large knuckles here. Going to the solar plexus. Ready, hana,
Hana!
do,
Do!
set,
Set!
net,
Net!
dasit,
Yasit!
yasit.
Yasit!
Now to add some different targets. So we've been going to the solar plexus, which is a great place to knock the wind out of somebody. If we wanted to target other areas, we might target just below their belly button. So going low here. So everybody, low punch. Then middle to that solar plexus. Our high punch will go to the philtrum, just between their nose and their upper lip. So we'll go low, up, middle, high, low, middle, high. Now by the count, we're going to do all three. Ready? Hana,
Hana,
Hana!
do,
Do!
set,
Set!
yo.
Yo!
And always check you're keeping your knees bent. That's strengthening up those legs. Try it. It's going to be very forward. Most of the weight on the front foot. And you'll notice in this stance, you'll feel both strengthening in your legs, as well as you'll feel a good stretch back here too. So this really develops your kicking doing the stance. We really like Akubi-sogi in Taekwondo. We're going to learn a first block. So if there's a technique coming at the body, bringing this up to by my shoulder, and coming down, guarding the side of the body. Whether it's a front kick or a round kick, any technique coming in here, this arm is protecting me. Stepping forward, lower blocks. Let's do a couple going backwards. Very good. Our horse stance. Now we're going to cover a lot of distance, a lot of power. We're concentrating our energy going forward into a lunging technique. So we're going to, from our lower block, we're going to punch. We're going to block and punch. Block and punch key out. Very good. Let's go back to our original line. We're going to do the same thing the other side. So stepping out with your right foot, lower block, and stepping forward into a left punch. Hana. Do.
Do.
Set.
Set.
Net.
Net.
A little bit longer stance. Right. Borrow. Chariot. Swing it.
Hi, I'm Tae Kwon Do from TEKULVE Acceleration Sports Training. Today we're going to be working with Jared, working on a warm-up, agility moves, and some injury reduction techniques. You really can't prevent an injury, but you can do a lot of things to help reduce the risk of an injury. Alright, so the first thing we're going to go through is a warm-up. Alright, so just run in place. Alright, cool. Knees up, knees up, knees up. Good. And a little bit faster. Good, 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 good. Just like that. Good. Now pick your knees up quicker. Good. Now real fast. There you go. Good, 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 good. Just like that, Jared. Excellent. Good. And pick them up a little bit higher and quicker. Good, 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 good. Time. Next one is hopscotch. So we're going to be down here like this. Just stay inside your block. And we're just going to go like this, back and forth. So bend your knees a little bit, sink your hips. Good. And here we're going to keep our eyes down and watch what we do. I know when you're playing a sport or when you're doing your sport, you don't want to keep your eyes down. But here, since it's a controlled environment, we're going to watch what we do to create good muscle memory. This one's a swivel run, so we're just going to turn our hips, stay up on the line, all right? Whenever you're ready. Remember, keep your eyes down. There you go, just nice and easy, all right? Now, Jared has a little bit of a knee inflammation, so we're going to be careful what we do with him today. This one's called a key shuffle, so when you see on the right side of the number, we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 as quick as we can. Go ahead. Good. That's it. Little steps like that. There you go. Good. Don't cross your feet. Take your time. Good. Time. So when we start the warm-ups, when we do warm-ups, if there's a move you haven't done before, you want to go slow with it. Learn how to do it, just like in martial arts. When they teach you a new technique for kicking or punching, they teach you slow first, right? So you want to go slow, and then as soon as when you get it, then you can pick up the pace, right? So don't rush on anything, right? So this one's called lateral high knees. Good. We pick our knees up high. Good, just like that. We're going to take our time and do it right. So your warm-up should last 10 to 15 minutes. You should be getting a good little sweat in. That way your blood's flowing, your muscles are all warmed up, and then you can go into your activity. All right, this one's called Ollie Shuffle. Go ahead. And these are good to do before your activity, about 20 seconds each move. It's going to take you like 15 minutes to get through it. But in between your bouts, you should still be doing stuff. You can do these for 5-10 seconds. You want to keep warmed up. You want to keep that blood flowing. All right, now we're just going to skip in place. All right, just skip in place. All right, take your time, just skip in place. Good. So all the moves we're doing is warm up those big muscle groups, the hamstrings, the quads, the calves, upper body a little bit. Good, just like that, and we go a little bit faster. So this one, we can go skip high knees, so get your knees way up. Go. Good, get them up. There you go, excellent. Now, the biggest thing you want to do in between bouts is not cool down. Unless you got like 4 or 5 hours. If you got like 30 minutes, you need to keep warmed up a little bit. Time. All right, this is called prance, so legs straight out, just like this. Okay? Yep. And when you're warming up, if there's any moves that bother you, then you want to stop. Go on to something else. This is Frankenstein's. You're just going to stand in place. You're just going to go like this 12 times each leg. All right, and you put your hands out in front if you want. Go ahead. We're not rushing through the moves. We're going to make sure we do them correctly. Just like you with when you're warming up with your punches and your kicks, you want to make sure you're doing it correctly. All right, this one's called heel to butt. So we're just going to kick ourselves in the butt. All right? Go. We're not picking our knees up. Just kick those heels up and kick them up. Working loosening up those quads. All right, a little bit faster. Let's go. This one's called out and around. So you're just gonna kind of kick like this. All right, go for it. This is gonna help loosen up the groin a little bit. The other one's for hamstrings and quads. This is for the groin. But when you're doing your warm up, you want to be active with it. The static stretching is great for afterwards. But if you're going to go into a bout, you want to be active and get a good sweat going. Time.
The axe kick is exclusively a Korean kick. You won't see it in any other martial art across the world. It's strictly Korean. It is designed to break the nose or break the collarbones. It's a downward motion kick, just like dropping an axe. Foot comes up and comes down. Up, down onto the face, or down onto the collarbones. When striking the collarbones, you'll hit with your heels. When striking the face, to be polite in sparring, we extend our foot and pretty much wipe our foot on their face. But if we seriously want to break the nose, we bring it up and bring the heel down onto the nose. Left and forward, hands up.
Hey!
Axe kick. Hana. Hana. Duel. Duel. Set.
Set.
Side. Net.
Net.
Hustle.
Hustle.
Yusset.
Yusset.
Ilga.
Ilga.
Yaro.
Yaro.
Aho.
Aho.
Yo.
Yo.
Hora.
Hora.
On your square. Up. On your square, back up. Same thing. Hana.
Hana.
Duel.
Duel.
Set.
Set.
Net.
Net.
Hustle.
Yusset.
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 Ilga.
Ilga.
Yaro.
Yaro.
Aho.
Aho.
Yo.
Yo.
Yo. Hora. Ha.
Hey.
Hora. Hit it. Shut.
Right. Good. 3. We're going to learn our first Pumse, or form. I like to think of Pumse as the homework of Taekwondo. This is a way that you can practice your techniques anywhere, anytime. So today earlier we learned lower block, we learned Apgubisogi, front stance, and we learned Mamtang Jirogi, or middle punch. We're going to put those together as if there's somebody to my left, there's somebody to my right, there's somebody in front of me. So the very first motion of Kicho Ilgu, basic form 1, lower block to the left. My Apgubisogi, my front stance. Step punch. There's somebody behind me now, bringing my right hand to my left shoulder, turning and blocking. Step punch. And then to my left, lower block. I'm going to do 3 punches. Punch 1, 2, 3, key up. All right, so that's the first half of the form. Back to borrow. Back to your spot. 준비. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. Back to your spot. Borrow. You do it all together, the whole form. 시작. Back to borrow. So this is the first half of the form. Try it. 경례.
Hello everyone, my name is Alisha and I am a registered dietitian from the Cincinnati area, and I have been asked to share some of my knowledge on the wonderful, controversial, misunderstood, but ultimately fascinating world of nutrition. So what I have found when I have been working with my own clients is that just getting back to the basics can make a huge difference in making food choices, better food choices ultimately. So the best way, in my opinion, to do that is to know exactly what you are putting into your mouth. And the way that we do that is we have to know exactly what's on our food label. So what I really wanted to discuss today is just going back to the basics and reading through exactly what those boxes and the cans and the frozen food containers actually say and what those words and numbers mean. So I have brought some labels with me, and I wanted to focus first on the stuff that faces us in the grocery aisle and how that is all marketing to get your attention. Those are where all those buzzwords are. So I have brought some with me. So this one right here, this is actually a kid's product, and you see all those words on there: fun snack, vitamin C, vitamin A. Well, you know what? Those kids, oh, Mom, let's get like 6 boxes of those. Look at all those fun colors. It's easy to peel, easy snacks, goes straight in the lunchbox. While here, I got another one. I have a cereal box here. And what you see on here is 100% cinnamon, gluten-free, lots of fiber. Well, what we really need to do is we actually need to turn those boxes around and look at the actual food label. Other buzzwords that you'll see on the front are cholesterol-free, heart healthy. Also too, the names and the labels of the companies will be very healthy sounding. So be very, very conscious of what you are actually looking at. So turn that box around and look at the label. So I actually printed off 2 ingredient labels here from cereals. And what you'll notice here is at the very top, you will find a serving size and then also how many servings are in the box. And they are 2 completely different numbers for a very similar product. So you have to know exactly what you are looking at. So you could have the same product or a similar product and have 2 completely different sizes. So of this cereal, I've actually found serving sizes of 3/4 of a cup all the way up to 1.5 cups per serving. So the numbers that you see on those food labels are for 1 serving. So be very, very conscious of what you are actually buying. And if you're anything like my children and you're able to pour a box of cereal unsupervised, you're definitely gonna go for as much as you can, and then those serving sizes will add up. So you go from a 1 cup serving like this to potentially 2, 3, maybe even 4 of these, depending on how much cereal ends up in that bowl. So be very, very aware of those serving sizes. And then as we move down, you will find the different macronutrients. So you will find the fat on there. And fat is actually very, very important. So be very conscious of your fat. Don't be scared of fat. It is more nutrient dense than other macronutrients, but it's still a very important part of our diet. And then as we go down the ingredient list, you also see fat is broken down into monounsaturated fat and polyunsaturated fats, which are also a very important part of our diet. So don't be scared of fats. And then you will also see another type of fat, are trans fat. So please be very careful of trans fat. You actually have to look in the ingredient label to see if there's actually any trans fat in the food. And that ingredient will be hydrogenated fats or partially hydrogenated fats. So they don't necessarily have to label the food as having any of that fat until there's 0.5 gram per serving. So please read the ingredient list. That will tell you the quality of your food. And then you go down, next you will see the carbohydrates. Ooh, carbs, oh my gosh, so scary. Don't be scared of carbs. Okay, so they are actually our instant source of energy. Don't be scared of it. As you move down under carbs, there's different types of carbs too. So there are gonna be fiber. Fiber is very important for our diet. It helps keep us full. It helps in our digestion, and you will find fiber in your fruits and vegetables and whole grains. Then you will also see sugar and then added sugar. So if there is any sugar added to the product, that is where you will find your added sugar, and we need to keep that as low as possible. We as a society don't need added sugar. We are not active enough to necessarily need that for energy, so be very careful. And sugar hides under very, very different names in the ingredient list. So read your ingredients. That will tell you what is in your food. And then finally, as we make our way down to the bottom of the nutrition label, you will see protein. And protein is very important. It's needed for muscle building and just overall body wellness. So those are our 3 macronutrients: carbs, protein, and fat. And then at the very bottom, you will find your ingredient list. And those ingredients are listed from what you find in your food in the most amount all the way down to the least amount. So please make sure the ingredient list is short, sweet, and you know what you are saying. If you can pronounce the words, chances are it's okay to put in your body. So I know a lot of people who may be watching this are maybe some Tae Kwon Do practitioners, students, teachers, or other athletes. So I would encourage you to know exactly what you are eating, because the quality and the nutrient density of your food is definitely going to impact your performance in practice, your concentration, and then ultimately, if you do compete, it will affect your performance during your competitions. And then 2, I can't not stress how much the quality of our food impacts our immune system. And we know how important our immune system is, especially in the last year. So please take that into account too when you are reading your food labels. We want lots of nutrition and lots of fiber in our diet. So as I wrap up, I want to leave you with just a phrase that I find is really necessary for us as a society to take into account in all aspects of our life. And that is, as we know more, we can do better. So thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.